Hello, Goddess, and welcome to this week's Divine Masculine reading for our biweekly Twin Flame Tuesday check-in, energy update, and empowerment message. Super excited to hear what we're going to have revealed this week. If you are new to my channel, my name is Rochelle Richard, and here at Empowerment Experiences, we are looking for, and yes, we are finding our power every step along this, which is each our own self-love empowerment, and yes, indeed, that twin flame empowerment journey. So, welcome. I'm really in a space where we're just going to dive right in and see what we have. We started Super Sign Sunday, the Divine Feminine reading this week, with an angel number. It's so much the theme of love as we're closing out the month of February. Surprise, surprise. And that love, it's understanding that that love has to begin from within yourself. If you are your twin, then true love begins within. Union is within. What you're looking for, you'll find within, right? And, oh my goodness, we just had a whole lot of, I was going to say, and as my own counterpart and I are making some movements a bit by bit, but recognizing for myself that you no longer have the energetic power over me. I have created for myself finally, right? And this is what you've got to be doing, Goddess, is you've got to recognize you are your own being. You are still your own being, and your twin flame cannot have power over you unless you give that power to him to have power over you. Take it back, right? Take it back. And so, boom, there we have, right, that stability card. You've got to be stable. You've got to be in balance. You've got to be bringing that union within yourself. And you, dear Divine Feminine, as the leader in this connection, where you are, as the leader in this connection, you've got to be the one that's leading the way in gaining, maintaining, sustaining this inner balance, this stability within yourself, so that when your counterpart does come back, as he does, as he always does, at some point in time, I assure you, in a true twin flame connection, they'll be back. I'll be back. Wow, right there is that divine masculine message, just right there. Literally, it's just that's what I just totally feel, that I'll be back. You know, we all have our own individual soul lessons to learn, our own traumas to heal, our own aspects of ourselves to discover. And that's what helps to facilitate this stability, is you grounding more into yourself. And same with your divine masculine. He's got to go and discover himself for himself. Just like you are not specifically your twin, you are, but you are not. You see what I mean? You have that connection, that ultimate divine connection with them. They are your mirror, copycat in essence soul, but you are still each individual. You're still each individually unique in each your own ways. And so this is why you've got to be really discovering you and connecting with you and allowing him to go and do and reconnect with him what he needs to do. All right? Because when he comes back, such as example, mine's come back, and his words after I got through the layers of the nonsense, because that's what it is. They're going to come back in the same pattern, in the same cycle. And you have to be the one in your stability, Goddess, to stand your ground and say, I'm not getting into this energy. Where you are, you don't get to bring that anymore. I'm not allowing this in here anymore. Boundaries. right? We're done with that cycle. And the only way you break a cycle is you don't feed it. You don't get involved in it anymore. You say, nope, I'm done with that. I am creating a different result, so I am choosing to do things different here. And that means that, no, you don't get to come back in your perpetuation of this cycle. I'm going to weed through some layers before I fully let you in. And one of those ways what I'm referencing here is the whole blocking game that is so prevalent now, right? Because of all of our social media and things like that. How do you really kind of protect your energetic bubble? Well, you block people. That's our online way of doing things. It's one thing to, in the physical world, to go and create your own space. But online, people are so bold as to constantly be in your space like that. So what we do, right, is we end up blocking very much. Very much. And all the other avenues blocked with exception of email. That requires some time, or it allows for, I should say, much more easily that time that you need, or not necessarily time, but the space. Let's change that. The space that you need to ground into your stability, to discern the cycles that are being presented and what then therefore needs to be let go of, what needs to be broken. And you are the one that's facilitating the breaking in those by saying, I will no longer participate in this pattern with you. We're done. We are moving beyond this in our connection. And the divine masculine, he is ready for this. He's ready for this. And that's why, again, when mine came back and we whittled through, which we're still bit by bit, no hurry, no rush. It's all divine alignment. Now it's that space where finally get to the point where he told me something authentic. He says, I just need some peace in my life. And I know, Goddess, this is why your divine masculine continues to return. Because you are this for him. Even amidst your own instability, you are his anchor in the storm. You're his lighthouse in the storm. But remember, the lighthouse never, ever leaves the shore to go and join the sinking ships in the water. And so therefore your counterpart has to find his own way to sink or swim. Meaning he's got to realize that his power is in him. Just as you have been, Goddess, you've been having to really utilize things like gratitude, right? With where you are in your journey, pivoting that perspective and being able to say thank you for this experience. Thank you for this opportunity to be diving into myself, right? Because you're in twin flame separation. And when I say that, I always have this ickiness because twin flame separation is an illusion. You're not separate. So it's this transcendent journey that you're on of rising above the illusion of that which twin flame separation is. Because again, you are your twin. This is about coming into union within. And once you are in that space of union within, number one, you do not feel the separation between your counterpart. Number two, you do not feel as though you are disconnected from any aspect of your divinity. And you're not in lacking, so you don't have this missing them. You're not in this neediness space. You are so grateful and appreciative for this journey that has been bringing you back to you. And I assure you that your divine masculine is so grateful for you being that light, for you leading the way, for you showing him that you're not going to put up with this shit, that you are done with these cycles that are not benefiting you, nor him, nor the connection, nor humanity. But how we really truly shift out of the aspects of the experiences that we do not want is that we have got to be expressing that gratitude for the things that we do appreciate, that we do have, that we would like to be experiencing. So for those that are transcending this twin flame separation illusion, it's to begin to be grateful for the presence of your twin flame, whether that's simply, of course, energetic, the presence for those of you who have met your twin flames. How many have not, who desire to? Grateful for me, so grateful that I was not that person. I didn't even believe in twin flames before I met mine. I had been knowing mine for months, had achieved some pretty mind-blowing things between us, and experienced things I'd never experienced before. And that's when the universe said, well, okay, well, this is why. Here's why. And then it was just this whole OMFG kind of moment, right? So to be grateful for the journey, this journey of discovery, to be grateful that that no matter what, you are always connected. So this is your assignment, your journal prompt right off the bat for this week's Twin Flame Tuesday, which is a gratitude list. And I challenge you to create an entire page of all the reasons for which you can be grateful for your counterpart. That you, when you actually write them down, that you genuinely smile, you genuinely feel that appreciation within your body. Because I know, Goddess, I definitely very much know that you have anger, thus therefore rage, frustration, that you are being coaxed in essence by your higher self, by your guides, by your experience to purge, to process through, to release, to heal, so you can move past that and be, again, more and more stepping into your true goddess power. So, list of gratitude for your counterpart. And then once you fill that page about him, keep going. Keep going about all the things that are and have been so amazing in your journey. Because here's why. The longer you can stay in that state of gratitude and appreciation, the more you amplify your tuner to attracting more things for which to be grateful and appreciative. You see? So the longer you can stay in that. Abraham likes to call it milking it, right? You want to milk it. You want to milk it until there is nothing left. Don't leave it in the teat. Get it out. Don't let it go sour. Get it out. Milk it, milk it, milk it. And then you just go to sleep in a milk coma. That's what you want. All right? You want to savor. This is why I'm constantly using the word savoring and referencing like a cup of tea. For me, a cup of tea is a major thing, especially a good sweet, honey sweet cup of tea with whatever fruity flavors or whatever green tea or orange or whatever I've put in it. OMG, it's an orgasm for my taste buds. And then I just close my eyes and I just relish that the taste and the sweetness and the sensations. That's what I'm talking about, Goddess. That's how you are being asked to really ground into and stabilize yourself even more into your gratitude, into your power by expressing and truly embodying this gratitude and appreciation. Because that's what brings this new you, this new connection to life, is by letting go of the old way of being, letting go of the anger, the frustration, letting go of focusing on the things that have created that instability, letting go of the old cycles, right? That's where this connection is in this renewal space. Because again, Goddess, you're not having it anymore. You're not having any more of these toxic cycles that you know you have the power to break. So be excited. Be excited that regardless of what the physical looks like in your connection, there is a renewal that is underway. You are in a new space. And if not, you're entering into a new space. So again, to align yourself, I keep saying again, I'm very, very aware of that. So to align yourself with the experience that you want to be experiencing, with this gratitude and appreciation and abundance and feeling amazing about your experience, you've got to be then focusing on those things, on the new, on lining yourself up with what you do want to be experiencing. You are the facilitator here. You are the one that dictates your experience by way of how you perceive it. This is why, again, there I go with again, twin flame separation is nothing more than an illusion. This whole physical realm is just a dream. For some, at times, it may very well be a nightmare. I mean, I'm one of those, I can concur with that from what, aspects of my journey has been. However, really, we're going to wake up from this and go, wow, it was all just a dream. So allow yourself to enjoy the dream. Allow yourself to now be lining yourself up with what you want to be experiencing in this dream with your twin flame counterpart, with whatever aspects of your life. Allow for the new to be new. Don't pollute it. Don't infect it with the old. Allow it to be new. It's like all of a sudden I had a vision in my mind of a clean canvas. You're given this clean canvas. And all of a sudden, you just throw all the dirt and filth. Just poof, all of a sudden it's on the canvas. And it's disgusting. It's filthy. Because that's all the crud, the toxicity from before, from, quote, yesterday. So you no longer have a clean slate because you dirtied it up before you even started to paint it. Don't do that. You have that power. It's time to, again, every time your mind wants to take you to focusing on what isn't working, focusing on how he's not with you, focusing on, any aspect that you don't like about your experience, your twin flame journey, even your self-love empowerment journey, obviously, because a twin flame journey is a self-love empowerment journey and it's all connected here. Allow yourself to pivot toward what you do want to be thinking about. Recognize for yourself. This is why for the Divine Feminine, right, in our message we had this week for the Super Sign Sunday, awareness. You can only be aware in this present moment, and you cannot change that which you are unaware. So you've got to be that conscious awareness within yourself of being able to say, ooh, I'm not feeling good. What am I thinking about? Ooh, that's whether or not it's true or not based on where you are in your connection. If it doesn't feel good to focus on it or think about it, then don't think about it. Get off the subject. There are a billion, bazillion, gajillion other things you can give your attention and energy to. And when our ego has us caught up in this little, tunnel vision space, it can be very challenging to understand that you're just limiting yourself to this little finite hair of a sliver of what your experience actually is and what you can be giving your attention to, right? So you've got to be the one to, pivot that attention, pivot your energy, and focus on what you do want. Again, making yourself stable, creating that stability within yourself. So what else do we need to know for our Divine Masculine? Well, knowledge is power. Knowledge is power, period. That's all I'm hearing. Knowledge is power. It begins with acknowledging the knowledge that you possess. It begins with allowing yourself to see the wisdom within you, to know and trust that no matter what, you are always making the right decision for yourself, for your connection, for your counterpart, that it's always the right decision. That no matter what decision you ever make, there is always something that you need on the other side of it. So there is no such thing as a wrong decision. They're only right decisions, because regardless, for your soul, for your twin flame connection, for your self-love empowerment soul healing journey, every decision you make is leading you to somewhere that you need. Even I needed that. Knowledge is power, goddess. Knowledge is power. From order, or from chaos comes order. And as we step into this new space, it's recognizing that there is going to be still more chaos, because you're changing things. You're changing yourself. You're changing your connection. Your counterpart is changing. And this creates chaos. This is what's happening in the world. The upside down clown world that has been, this inversion world that we are now really a part of, and what's been upside down and in the dark is now being brought into the light, and that which has been false light is now being proven as such. More and more, we are going to experience this upheaval and this chaos, because that which has been, again, under the surface is coming to the surface. And this is what happens when truth is revealed. When the truth of you is revealed, the chaos that is not you will reveal itself. Same as in your connection. When the truth of your connection, when the truth of your patterns are revealed, the chaos also then reveals itself. So be prepared for that and embrace it. Be grateful for the chaos, because order from chaos, goddess. Order from chaos. You don't get to where you want to be if you are not willing to go through the journey required to get there. So let us work our light, shall we? Right quick. And this is what I'm feeling. Not power of surrender. Rather, how are we being called to work our light with regard to this changing? Wow, I love this. I love this. The crumbling, and it's upside down, right? The crumbling. What are you clinging on to? Really, really amplifying this right now. Because there's something that you're still clinging on to, the story, some story about your counterpart, story about your connection, story about you even, that, and it may be even obviously multiple perspectives of the same story, or stories that have similar parallels. There's some stories that have parallels in them, right? That are interconnected, because everything is connected, right? So there are these things that within yourself that you're holding on to out of fear. It's always out of fear, right? Fear and doubt. But that's what this renewal space, in order to allow for this new to really take hold, and for you to align yourself with this new timeline, you have to let go, goddess. And this may mean breakdowns and feeling as though you're just falling apart. Because the ego's a drama queen, man. A drama queen. Just know that I am here for you, goddess. As a former pimped out, drug addicted prostitute, let me tell you, I've experienced a few things. And turned self-love empowerment coach. This has come from, of course, my own life experiences and reclaiming my own power from back then to where I am now. And know that, again, I'm here. You can book a session. I actually haven't mentioned this in a moment. I do still do video sessions, and you can book one of those with me and we can dive in. see where your power is, what you can do to reclaim it so that when you get off that call with me, you are feeling more empowered than ever and ready to take on this fucking world. That's what I'm here for, and that's what I love to do. And so let's jump on that call. Let's discover what you really are clinging to, because a lot of times, so often, it is not what you quite think it is. It's not the surface thing that your ego is trying to tell you, because it's kind of like, I'm seeing again a little kid where it's, fingers crossed behind the back that you're not really going to see the crack in it that I broke here, so it's a facade. There's something hidden beneath the surface in there. But you got your fingers crossed. The ego's got its fingers crossed that you're not really going to see it for what it is. Well, too bad. I see you. I see you, boo. I see you, boo. All right. So really quick, let's just have us an angel number as well. We love our angel numbers. And drum roll. I cannot roll my tongue to save my life. 3, 2, 1, lift off. How perfect I feel this number is in this moment, because 3, 2, 1 is literally this countdown to this whole new space where you are. You're it's great. I just love this. I also realized I didn't read my little poem at the beginning that I like to read at the beginning of my call. At the beginning of my video here. Come with me into the forest for more than the trees. Let's discover and embrace all this intuition sees. Together we shall come to know that which we need and reclaim our goddess power on this twin flame journey indeed. And that's what we do here. So 3, 2, 1, lift off. Begin pursuing your heart's desires. Focus on that which excites you. Exactly what I've already said today. Pivot on the pivot toward the positive. Ooh, we're going to make a positive pivot, right? A positive pivot. Pivot toward the positive. Have faith in your abilities to succeed in and receive your goals and desires. Be optimistic about your future. Get fucking excited. Right? You are the one that dictates your experience here. You are. So if you are expecting the worst, what do you usually get? But if you are allowing and surrendering for the best and aligning for receiving the best, how often does this magic unfold? How often are you so pleasantly surprised? Trust the unfolding of your path. Trust yourself. Get in touch with all aspects of your life so to get into alignment with your true self. Again, the energy for today's Twin Flame Tuesday is about recognizing that you do have your own individual journeys, your own individual healing that you must endure and experience, because this is a journey about coming home to the self, to your true self, which we end 3, 2, 1 with know thyself. Know thyself, goddess. Your passions, your strengths, and all that you are, so to know all that you are not. I'm going to say that again. Know thyself. Your passions, your strengths, and all that you are, so to know what you are not. Right? Because it is about coming back home to you, goddess. It is about you loving you, goddess. It is about you loving your life. It is about you not giving a flying fuck what your counterpart ever does or does not do, because you are your own. And you are loving your life. You're creating life on your terms, the way you want it. And it is a privilege for anybody to be a part of that life with you, especially your twin flame. You have to honor yourself, your space. You have to be in your stability and not give your power to your counterpart. You have to stand strong and stable, like the lighthouse on the coast. that does not leave its shoreline. You shine your light, goddess. Your light. And your light shines brighter and brighter and brighter the more you come home to you, the more you connect with your power, the more you let go of the things that are dimming your light and holding you back from shining so fucking bright. It's time. Oof, oof. This was just, oh my gosh. And I literally just looked at the timer and it said 30 minutes and 21 seconds. So we have that 0 in there that is amplifying the message for 321, because that's what 0 does, is it amplifies to the infinite power, right? This never ending circle here, never ending spinning, right? It amplifies to this massive power, the message of 321. So with that, thank you so much for those who have taken in all the wonderful energies of this entire reading and empowerment message. I truly appreciate you. Please be sure to like this video, subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and my favorite part, comment below. Let me know you stopped by. Let me know what resonated with you. I appreciate you so much, and I definitely replied to all of my comments. And with that, I am here to remind you, goddess, to remind you that the power, it is in your hands. Because that power has always, always been inside you. Namaste.